Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nope. Gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 90 Wolf. 61, matchbox lights. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Hey, box drop.
57, Mike, 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
from the 31. Block. Got a man open, and Sutton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Go team, spill.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Yeah. You don't want none.
Go. Be Griffin.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called out a return of 38. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Carter looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
64, weak.
Hey! Show it up. 57's the mic. Watch 50.
Hey, Alpha. Gone.
10.
You're out.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
Snap.
Rock to throw on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go. Hey, seam 6. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Check. Watch it before. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Off the play fake. Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Switch up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Back to throw. Fields. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields looking deep for Jennings. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We go set. 8-3. X3. 218. Chop. Check 15. Deuce. Hey, Sam on.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Get it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We're scoreless after 1.
You draw quarters. Let's go. Nice.
Block now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a game of 5.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Watch twist. Topper. Hey, Haywood.
Yeah, that's what I do. 57, Mike.
Hard.
Go.
To throw it is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Throwing on first down. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Orbit. Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. Hey, high 7. No. Off. Switch. Ready?
Now Locke throwing on second down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He's checking crack. General West.
55. Mike 55.
I smell fear in that offense. Smooth. 55's my guy, 55. There's a party now. Mike 50.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready. 30 base. 56. 80 weapon. Here I come. Check. Hey, Echo. Look, squeeze.
Go.
Switch. Speak Griffin.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo! On the ball. 955. Hey, come on,
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Hey, Delta.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Arnie.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. So we got man.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike
66, bullet high.
Boy, son, I'm coming, boy, son.
check 9.
Get it.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke able to find his man, John Phillips. And he coughed it up. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, It's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
As we draw quarters. That's going to be a long day. Hey, check 20. Hey, zoom. Check safety, check safety. Yep. Go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I got Leo. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Gone. Shit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check.
Watch safety. Safety's creeping.
From the gun, Fields. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
This a give to Mack running to the right. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready?
check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Kill, 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 kill. We got that.
On third down, a run by Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Carter. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it,
Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. 13, check 13.
To throw again. Fields escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Down. 8-3. Check with the 6. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. No. Check nickel. Check. Let's go. 2.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Second and 10. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Now.
On play action, Lock. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Watch QB draw. Look at me. Door.
On second and 11 now. Lock. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
On third down. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Yup. Wahoo. You go tight. Yeah. You got tight right there.
Operating from the gun. Fields looking deep for Jennings. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
25. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Five.
Play 56, Mike.
Now Locke. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, watch it.
Joker.
Throwing again. Fields. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch 54. Push him back. Push him back.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on second down. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fields. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead. Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, Sam off.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. It got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check. 3 down. Yes. Hard. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
56.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch 54, watch 54. 64. Wait. No.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields able to fight through one. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, Wahoo!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go.
Get it.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I got you, pop. Check, 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 check. Topper, Topper.
Check 56. Hey, let's get this. Mike 56. Mike.
Hey, Delta. Yo, Cheetah. 5.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Completes it to Davis. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Charlie.
57 is Mike. Mike 57. Hey, here we go.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Come on,
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Man out.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.